Hi, I'm Beth. Welcome to my Bubbie's Kitchen. We call it my Bubbie's Kitchen because my grandbabies come here to eat all of their favorite foods and my favorite foods. And one of them is this beautiful Luxian Kugel, a noodle Kugel, a sweet, wonderful pudding. You'll love it. Ingredients for a delicious noodle Kugel. It's one of my favorite dishes that my grandma used to make. There's salt, extra wide egg noodles, 6 eggs, large eggs. We've got a cup of raisins, a half a stick of butter, a cup of sugar. We've got a whole container, 8 ounces of sour cream, a cup of cottage cheese, and pot cheese. We always use pot cheese. Now they call it farmer cheese, 1 package. On the top, we're going to put some cinnamon and some more sugar. First thing I have to do is get my pot of water to boil so that I can make the noodles. I'm going to put my oven on 350. I'm going to add hot water to my raisins because I'd like them to be nice and plump when I put them in. How do you like my orange kettle? I love it. I have to butter my pan. And I have to melt this half a stick of butter. As soon as the water comes to boil, I'll get my noodles in. Our water is boiling. I have a whole 12-ounce bag of wide egg noodles. Put it right into my boiling water. I want to bring that right back to the boil, so I'm going to cover it. And while I'm waiting for the noodles to be cooked, it takes about 5 minutes, I'm going to start my pudding. Kugel really means pudding. So this is kind of a sweet pudding. You can make a potato kugel, which I do make all the time also, but I'm trying new recipes because Leo is eating everything now, and I really want him to taste some of my favorite foods. So that was my 2 cups of sour cream, my cup of sugar, a cup of pot cheese, farmer's cheese, a cup of cottage cheese. You can see that the cottage cheese and the farmer's cheese, the curd is different. I think cottage cheese is a little saltier, but I love the combination of both in my kugel. Another name for a sweet kugel is a Luxian Kugel. Ashkenazi Jews say Luxian Kugel. We've got our 6 eggs. And always salt, good pinch, 1/4 teaspoon, maybe a little more. I'm just going to whiz this together. I'm going to take a look at my noodles. They're back to the boil. Nice. As soon as my noodles are ready, we'll be back. I drained my noodles and put them back in the pot. Certainly my grandmother didn't know the word al dente, but it's beyond al dente, but it's not mushy. You just want to make sure that it has a little bit of texture, not mushy. Today we say al dente. I'm gonna drain my raisins. See how much plumper they are? Make sure the pudding is smooth. So if you need to mix it a little more, do that. I'm gonna pour it all over my noodles. I'm gonna add my raisins. Mix everything together. Now you can see that this is very liquidy. It really is a pudding. It's not just gravy over noodles. Gonna pour everything into the baking dish, the buttered baking dish. Smooth it out. You can top this with any number of toppings. Some people put crumbs and different things. This is what my family did. You can never have enough sugar. Okay, and some cinnamon. (350-degree oven, middle rack. For 1 hour. That's our timer. 1 hour. Let's check the Kugel. Nice and crunchy on top. It's puffed up beautifully. Dry. This Kugel is done. Kugelicious.
Yes.
As much as we would like to eat this right now, you have to wait about 20 minutes. Just let it cool down a little bit. Ooh. Nope. I'll burn myself with that. 20 minutes. We'll be back. I just wanted to tell you that the melted butter I added to my eggs, and I forgot to tell you that when I put it in the mixer. So make sure you remember that you also include your melted butter. Now, before the Kugel was really high and then it settled down, you can see that the glass pan is really what helps with the browning. And the pieces on top, the cook's choice. Nice and crunchy. Oh, I could just pick the whole top off.
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
No.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
It's still warm. You can eat this cold right out of the refrigerator, but I like it warm. That's a taste of my childhood. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. The macaroni is wonderful. It's not mushy. Has a little bit of a bite. The raisins are the best. And the cinnamon is an add-on, but we really like cinnamon. It's so easy. You have to make this. It's not Passover, but it's always time for a good noodle kugel.